Coming live from Los Angeles is our guest tonight. Welcome to this very special edition of the KAJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through the industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. And before I move forward, may I request you to subscribe, follow, like, and comment on whichever platform you are watching or listening to this show on. And today we have Ricky Blair, founder of Platform 7. Welcome to the show, Ricky.
Thank you very much. It's morning here in Los Angeles, and good evening to all of your listeners.
Thank you. Thank you for taking out time so early in the morning. So, Ricky, straightway we'll be talking about goal setting in life, and that includes education, about work, about so many things that you do through your Platform 7. For the audience, if you can tell us what exactly is Platform 7 and what it does.
Okay, so Platform 7 was a business I set up about 2 years ago. It very much relates to my own background and my own story.
Right.
I grew up in London, as you may hear from the accent. I left school at 16 years old, and I went into the working world at the age of 17. And at the age of 17, I met a man, a very successful man, in his late 50s. His name was Nigel. And this man took me under his wing. He mentored and guided me. And he taught me all of the things that I think we should have been taught growing up within the education system. And he mentored me over the last, even to this day, over the last 20 odd years. And he taught me all the things: goal setting, manifesting, how to succeed in life, how to find happiness, how to make money, how to run a business. And basically, when I moved to Los Angeles about 2 years ago, I looked at the education system specifically in America, but it's also in other parts of the world where everything is changing in the world, but very little seems to be changing with the education system. If I speak specifically for America, I know that I think it's 1 in 2 drop out of college, and less people are enrolling in college now than ever before. But what I'm starting to realize is we're not being taught the things, the skills, the attributes that young people want to be taught so they're ready for the real world. So Platform 7, I refer to it as the alternative. It's the alternative to education, in that basically if college or education didn't work for you, or you don't feel like you've been prepared for the real world to succeed, that's really what we've created. So we've written our own curriculums, and we help people discover what it is they want to do. We show people how to succeed. We show people how to discover their passions. We show people how to have basically just design the life they want to live and achieve that.
Right. You talk about being the alternative, about finding your lane in life. It's the house of breaking free. Now, can you explain that part for our audience?
Okay. So the alternative is, again, everything in the world seems to evolve or change or improve in virtually every aspect of society and in life. But the education system doesn't seem to evolve. It's within reason, the same parameters have been in place, I think, since the early 1800s. People are looking for an alternative to the traditional education system. That is what we've created here at Platform 7. And when we talk about the house of breaking free, ultimately, what we do with our clients at Platform 7 is we give them a platform to live a life of freedom. And what that means is they get to do what they want to do, work how they want to work, achieve what they want to achieve, live the life they want to live. Be free to be authentically aligned with what they want.
Right, Ricky, right. Now, you see, globally, the situation is such that people are moving towards more of, being a fit for the economy, for the markets. They were doing those courses which can get them straightway into employment, into the economy, into the market where they fit in, like MBAs and any other course which gets them some sort of a fit within the society itself, within our employment system at the moment. It's in other places also, including India. Now, whatever you do, how does that, save those people from being a part of again of the same rat race? How do they then think of plan? How can they plan to be, free the way that you have designed them to be? How does it work exactly for them?
I'm hearing you ask me the question. You're talking about how the existing opportunities like MBAs and degrees give people the platform to get a job, correct?
Yeah, that is the present system. And you are talking of breaking free, life of freedom, life of choice that your students, your clients may think of doing that. Now, how does that work with the present system if it's an alternative? I'm asking about that.
Okay, so it's a great question. I think that there's a couple of things I'm going to mention here. First of all, if you want to go and become an accountant or a lawyer or a doctor, you go
Right.
to university, you get the appropriate degree, and then you go and get your job. However, there are a lot of problems here and a lot of challenges here which we're helping rectify. First of all, businesses are finding young people with the degrees or the MBAs, but they are lacking the real life skill sets and
Okay.
qualities. So that's a challenge. And as a result of that challenge, one thing we're starting to see specifically in America, and I know back in England this has been in place for many years, is all of a sudden big companies, big businesses in America are no longer saying that a college degree is essential. And the
Okay.
reason why is because as I said, they're just not finding enough young people with the qualities and the skills and the attributes and the real world preparation. And that is the gap we are filling. We are not teaching people about law or accountancy or finance. We are teaching people about what it takes to succeed, that all the things that will prepare you in the real way. Like, as I said, like work ethic, determination, resilience, decision making, integrity, all those things that are required. And the other thing is, the word entrepreneurship. 30 years ago, it's not really something that people spoke of a lot, but today, entrepreneurship is this like buzzword. I think the younger generation, the pandemic has inspired this new sea of people coming through to be more creative, to do their own thing, to be more entrepreneurial. And again, that is who we're catering to as well.
Okay, okay. So, in a way, you can say that uh, the realization during COVID and that whatever led to the great resignation has somewhat vindicated what you people have been thinking all along, and that's where the alternative came in. So, is the great resignation a vindication of what you have been thinking, and as well as an opportunity for students of yours who want to live a life of freedom, just like what the great resignation is all about, where freedom people want to be themselves, where they want to break free from the shackles of the modern system that we are in? What do you have to say on this? How do you see this whole concept of work life education system together as a whole?
Okay. I think the signs have already been there. There are so many people, high profile people in political positions or well respected business people or the likes of an Elon Musk or other business entrepreneurs who talk about the problem with the education system. And everyone talks about how there's this issue, there's these challenges, but nobody is doing anything about it. That was always our mission at Platform 7, to actually be the one to implement change and have the impact. But in terms of the pandemic you refer to, it's almost been like a perfect storm in that I think the pandemic did a lot of things. One is for Platform 7 specifically, because all of a sudden doing things, Zoom, online, meetings, chat, etc. That was always there, but it sped up through the pandemic. So we work with clients. Our students are all over the world. That would not have been possible, in my opinion, pre-pandemic. And the second thing is, I think one of the biggest impacts of the pandemic was it really made people pause, stop, and think about exactly what it is they want from life. You know, I have clients in their 40s and 50s, and what I found amazing was that some of these people, it was only at that stage of their journeys, of their careers, of their lives, that they actually paused and for the first time ever thought, what do I want? Where am I going? Where have I come from? Is this what I want for myself? And basically, I just think that people aren't willing to accept how things were. Going and doing a 9 to 5 job in something you don't enjoy for a paycheck. I just don't think, especially the younger generation, I don't think society is willing to accept it in the way that it used to, hence this great resignation. And people want to do what they want to do. They want to do what they enjoy. They want to be free to work where they want to work, earn money how they want to earn money. So that was always who we were catering towards as a Platform 7, I guess, educational space. But I just feel that the pandemic has sped up the entire process and has enhanced the demand of what we offer dramatically.
Right, right. Now, you talk of freedom, you talk of success, having a successful and free life. Now, what do you tell your students as to what freedom is about? What is freedom as per you? What does it look to you?
To me personally,
What it looks to you, as well as what you tell your students?
freedom to me is doing what you love, doing what you enjoy, and living your life on your terms. Freedom is literally what we try and do, not what we try, what we do at Platform 7 is, and it's very, very simple. If you really strip it back, and it sounds almost too good to be true and too simple, life is like a menu. We have the ability to choose whatever life it is we want to live. The problem is, very few of us are encouraged to do that, because growing up, society, education, media, politics, they don't drill that into us. They drill the other way, which is you go to university, you get a degree, you get a job, you get married. It's something like, and this statistic blows my mind, it's something like 1% of the world population know what it is they want. Okay. Of that 1% of that group will actually put pen to paper, commit to it, and write it down. Where I'm going with this is, most successful people, and I don't care whether it's in business, philanthropy, sports, entertainment, they don't think the things that these high achievers achieve, they don't just arrive there. It's not just a bit of good luck or serendipity. They decide. It's a decision. So freedom to me, or freedom for our students, is you literally decide what it is, what life looks like to you. It could be financial success. It could be a sense of fulfillment in doing what you love. It could be where you want to live. It could be the hours you work. It could be your work-life balance. We help our people, our students, choose what their life looks like, life to them on their own terms, not what they've been told by other people, not what they've been encouraged to live, what they want their life to be. And simply put, we show them how to achieve it. And as I said at the beginning of that answer, it sounds so simple, but it is that simple. You decide, and then you actually bring it into your life. And that is, I guess, a huge component of what we teach at Platform 7.
Right. And how do you tell them what is the right goal setting for them, or some recalibration needs to be done? Because if there is a right goal setting for individuals, then they can walk the right lane on your Platform 7. How does it work for them? Do they come with their own sets of plans, or do you help them, handhold them towards the right path for success?
So I would go as far as saying that one of the most important parts of our curriculums is the importance of goal setting and deciding what it is you want.
Yes.
That is we spend a lot of time working through that process. So in answer to your question, we explain the importance of it. We explain why it's important, how goals work. We explain how clear you've got to be on your goals. And I guess the biggest challenge a lot of our students face, and the questions we get asked a lot, is how do you determine what you want? So in answer to your question, yes, we help our students really decide and get clear on exactly. We have formulas which help our students work out exactly what it is, what goals they want. And I don't just mean in terms of career or financial. It's all encompassing. It could be in your personal life. It could be material things. It could be spiritual things. But yeah, we help. We help. I guess one of the biggest things that our students walk away from our curriculums with is just a very, very clear understanding as to what their roadmap is, where they're going, what's their North Star.
Okay. Okay, Ricky. Now, are you preparing your students for the real world, or are you preparing them for a world that they have in their minds? Uh, would that world be uh, something? It's something which will, not make them feel out of this world, or is it that they are being prepared for the real world and they will be able to fight it or live it in a better sense, in a better way, with the qualities that you will inculcate in them?
The way I look at it is this: life is like a video game. Life is a game, and if you play most games, you know what the rules are. They give you the rule book, or they give you the guide. So when you start playing the game, you know how to do it. What it feels like to me is, and this is like my analogy in my mind's eye, is when you leave the education system, whether that be at 16, 20, 25, 35, that's really when like the game of life starts. All we're doing is preparing and teaching that the rule book. And it's not just as simple as goal setting, manifesting, actually creating the life you want to live. It's also like the key things. So if I'm going to look at, we do studies and we do research across the United States. What are the things that people want to learn about, be prepared for? What do they wish they'd been taught in the education system? It would be things like, the biggest things, top of the list, things like money, how to make money, the science of money, the importance of money, how to invest money, taxes, etc. You then have things like relationships. People, one of the most important decisions a human being can and will make is a relationship, who they'll marry, who their partner will be. We're not prepared for that. Decision making, how human beings work, how we're designed. Every human being is different, and actually explaining that, how we navigate through life. So, in answer to your question, life is tricky. There are ways in which you can really navigate in a more successful way. Things like how to treat people, how to handle people, how to, as I say, how to make the right decisions. I guess it's just a real explanation as to how we as human beings work, and the better you can understand that from the outset, the stronger your chances of really navigating through life in a successful way. And just sorry, one last thing to add. The reason why a lot of the people we work with, I would say, are from the age of, say, 16 to 30. You're at the start of the game. You're at the beginning of you're the early stages of the life. And I wouldn't say it's too late for people that come to us in their say, 50s and 60s, but you may have taken the wrong turn, or been doing in the wrong job, or in the wrong career, or in the wrong relationship, or, to put it bluntly, living the life you didn't want to live. So we get them early.
Okay, you get them early. Now, when they come to you and you talk to them, what is your understanding? That is it their disenchantment with the present education system, what the present education system gives them, or is it that they know that coming to you will give them extra and make them better prepared for a life that they always wanted to have?
Um, I think it's various things there. So
Okay.
you know, we have, if I think about the different categories of people that come on Platform 7 curriculums, you've got ones who don't want to go to college because they don't feel it's a good fit for them. Listen, college is
Okay.
not for everyone. Or we have students who dropped out of college, so they come to us. And also we have students that graduate college, but they feel lost, or they're confused, or they're not sure what to do next, or they don't feel like they're prepared or well equipped. So I guess we are not we're not just that alternative, but also
Okay.
we enhance people's opportunities as well.
Right, right. I get it. And what do you think? Whatever in your case, whatever you have learned in school, you wish that you had learned in school better, that would have prepared you better for the real world, and that is what you are giving to your students. So, what was it that you lacked during your time when you were in school? You did not get a chance to learn that, or being told about that. What was the thing that you would like to share from your experience?
It's an amazing question, and I think the way I'm interpreting it is I'm thinking, out of all the things I've learned, all the elements we teach at Platform 7, what would be the number one thing? And the answer I'm going to give you, and it may sound a little bit spiritual or a little bit woo-woo or out there, but this is very clear to me, and this is a very strong belief I have. We as human beings are creators. We can create whatever life we want to live.
Right.
If we know and are aware of the importance of deciding what we want our life to be, and we know how to create that, how to manifest that, that's a game changer. So in answer to your question, I dream that that's what I was equipped with, and that's what I was taught growing up in the education system. And that, to me, is a game changer. And that's what we teach.
Right, right. And that's what you want to teach to your students and whoever you meet, or whoever is coming at whatever stage in your life.
100%.
So, how big is your platform? Just to understand your platform 7, how big is that infrastructure? What's the scope that you can create? How many students you can take at one point in time?
So we work with students all across America, Canada, and Europe. So we cover every time zone, which keeps me busy and on my toes. And the actual curriculums, at the moment, we try and keep our groups to no more than 30 to 40 people, but it feels like that seems to be ramping up all the time. But what we also do, one thing we've noticed over the last 2 years, is everyone seems to have questions, non-stop questions about where they're at, or about a specific topic they're learning about in the curriculum, or
Right.
a decision they need to make. So we have a subscription where every month we do 2 live sessions like this a month, where people come on. It's very affordable. I think it's like what is it? I think it's $75 a month, US dollars a month,
Okay.
and
Okay.
people can ask whatever it is they want.
Right. That's great. That's quite affordable, and as you said, people can offer whatever they want and whatever they can afford. So, how do people connect with you? How do they, if they are interested in your school, in your system of education, your alternatives? How do they connect with you so that they can benefit from your system?
I think that if they want to work with me directly and they have questions, or there may be questions people have based on what I've discussed today, because I get a lot of that, especially when I do these lives and podcasts. One of the things would be to come on to subscribe to our monthly enrollment, where you can come on live to me twice a month. The website is platform hyphen 7 seven.com. You can also reach me on my Instagram, which is at platform _7 sevn.com. But yeah, I literally look at all messages on Instagram and emails as well. So they're the best ways of reaching out.
Right, Ricky. And in fact, I'll add all that information onto the YouTube description so that people find it easy to reach to you.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you.
Right. So thank you so much for all the information, for all the understanding of the new system, the alternative that you have put forward for the people down there, especially students who can have a better goal setting in life and they can live a successful and free life that they want to choose.
Thank
With
you.
these words,
Thank you for having me on.
with this, it's a wrap on this edition of the KAJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.